Good morning, hello and welcome back to the World Bowls Indoor Championships finals day today, and this morning we have for you the mixed pairs semi-final between Malaysia and Australia. So they've had their two trial ends, just working out some sound issues, but bringing the rink sound in for you now as well. So a good lead out by Farah of Malaysia, Sammy's bowl from Australia here coming up. Very close wood. So both of these have progressed through the quarter-final stages yesterday afternoon and are now playing semi-finals here. Final to come later today. And as well, over on Rink 5 we had the other semi-final this morning, which is Canada against England, and that's a stream of that one is available on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube channel. Great attempt there by Isaac. You can see he's just looking to get under that blue wood or promote it into the head to dislodge Sammy's shot. Already first end of the first set. And bowls very close to the jack. We are of course playing two sets of 7 ends still. No change of rules here for the final matches.
Not a mile away, mate. Only a couple of feet.
So a lot of support online for both teams, and I'm sure you've been following them and their progress throughout the week of bowls here in Guernsey. Nice, let's try that same line again. It does swing well on this rink. Certainly close to it. Well played. Little running off of his previous bowl and dislodging shotwood.
Down to that. Yeah, mate. Throw a touch up for 2.
So Australia, they're playing the same gap, but more drawing weight, just looking to touch the jack across to Sammy's bowl that's sat just behind the jack.
Hang a bit. Be kind.
That held well.
Yep. Free.
So 3 bowl pairs here at the World Bowls Indoor Championships. This is Isaac's last wood coming up. And I am of course joined today by Ian, who's joining me in the commentary hutch.
Morning.
You excited to have made it to finals day?
I am. We're starting to get a bit of cabin fever, but it's all good. It's been good to see the bowls this week. As always, some top quality bowls, and it's been good to be able to share from countries around the world. Show as many as we can.
Good effort there by Isaac, just looking to get around the front stuff, but getting wrecked on those bowls there. Does block up that
Got one.
drawing gap there for Australia. Might have to switch hands.
Yeah, between those two. You turn that once you make 3. Just drawing.
Fair enough, they are the best in the world. Getting a gap like that.
Just
I suppose there is the option of turning
over the draw.
the bowl in.
Yeah, mate.
Probably slightly safer, I suppose. Either hand, they've got every chance of getting wrecked,
Sorry.
unless they're perfect. That
Not a
hand,
mile away,
if they
it's
miss, they play the short bowl and
Only a couple
just
of
do
feet.
nothing. Other side, they might play
What?
the short bowl a couple of times, which is
Good shot, Razor. Well
dangerous.
done.
There we go, first end, first shot declared, and it goes the way of Australia, so they lead 1-0 after the first end. And for the finals matches today, we have rink markers who are just keeping the crowd in the stadium updated on the score as it goes up each end. That looks short, very short. Don't know where the mat is. Looks like the umpires are coming on here for a jack measure, so it needs to have passed 23 metres to be a legal length jack.
Yeah, I think that that white mark you can see right by it, I don't think that's that mark is the minimum mark. So if it's not up to that, it just won't be up.
Unless our marks aren't in the right place, but I'm fairly
Well,
confident. That's what they're checking here.
Yep. They can't assume they're in the right place.
No, all just an indication to help the flow of play. Well, that's all right. Our marks are in the right place. Jack's going back, so it'll be Malaysia to throw the jack. Australia will, of course, still have the first bowl. And as I suppose you'd kind of expect, Malaysia there completely changing the length, throwing a long jack down. Australia quite clearly showing they'd like to play the shorter stuff, so they've gone the direct opposite.
Next weekend because his grandson is racing in the go-kart. And he said for them to stay in the Premier League, so they want £120 each. And
First ball's found the mark. That's the advantage of throwing the jack up. Very good idea of the length.
Oh, you eat shop a bit there, haven't you?
oh yeah.
Don't have much there.
So question there about the jack length. Well, minimum is 23 metres. That's standard inside and outside nowadays for international rules.
Yeah, it does sometimes change. Is it Southern Hemisphere that have a slightly different ruling on? Or is that a rebounding jack that's different or something?
Rebounding jack's definitely shorter,
Yeah.
20 metres. Southern Hemisphere sometimes do have shorter ones as well. That'll be local bylaws rather than what state laws or whatever you call them.
So, much more, I think it's fair to say, consistent lead there from Farah of Malaysia for this end. Sammy's got 2 bowls behind for Australia though, so definitely gives them options. And as we've seen all week, this 7-end format is a fairly intense form of play, so you don't want to drop big counts on ends because you don't then have the ends left to
Around,
recover
matey.
them.
Hold a bit more. Hold a bit more, Raze. Hold!
I'm not suggesting that will happen, but it's the quality
Really
of
good
the
shot.
players here today. As you've seen, cutting down there straight away, just to the 1 bowl down. As that they're playing the backhand. Looks a little overweight to me. Makes good contact with the shot though.
Goes the second shot. Last bowl shot.
Might give him an option now on the forehand potentially. Moving that blue bowl up to Razor's last wood. Any touch on the jack is to his.
Yep.
Razor's bowl to come first though.
Rip in.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Good.
Well, you heard that from Sammy, 2 seconds. Feel it might have fallen out after she said that.
Yeah, you can see Isaac's just come up from the mat there to ask a couple of questions. Yeah, it sounds like that the forehand's been suggested. Playing there, looking to turn Farah's bowling. Any touch on the jack? I had to wait for it, looking at the movement there that he got on Tammy's bowl, so just a touch tight that time. So we'll of course also keep you updated on progress of the other rink that's on this morning. They've completed 2 ends and now on their 3rd. So England currently 2-1 up after 2 ends, so leading by a shot. And if you are interested in that game, you can watch a live stream of that match with moving cameras this time as opposed to just the static 4. So sort of control cameras as we're seeing in this game, and that is available on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube. No commentary for that one though, just the rink noise. But if you're keen to follow that match, go and check that out. And there is also live scoring available on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling and World Bowls websites if you're keen just to follow the scores as they tick up. Oh, running with weight now.
Oh, good, mate.
I think he was looking for Jack back, right, to Sammy's 2. Just getting a little tight there and getting one of Malaysia's bowls. But actually they've probably made the option less interesting for Malaysia in terms of that trail. So
Yeah, Sammy had the spot, so that was all good. But Sammy called 2 seconds, as I say, that before it fell out, but they might still think they're fairly close, so relatively low risk. a bit behind, but we're above, so we still got a pretty good angle. So I don't think they had 2 seconds. That's where it's useful for us to have the eye in the sky.
Yeah, I mean, you can quite clearly see from a tactical perspective there what both teams are looking to do.
Is it right? I think.
One. Effort raised. 2 good bowls, mate.
So second end goes to Malaysia, 1 shot. So scoreline 1-1 after 2 ends. So just popping confirmation of the scoreline up on the screen for you there. Won't leave it there the whole end whilst we're watching it, but if you do want to keep a track of the score whenever you'd like that, the live scoring is available on the World Bowls and Guernsey Bowling websites, so potentially an option to have that open as well as this live stream, and then you can check on the score whenever you'd like, but we will of course flash it up after every end. We'll certainly try to remember to. And just to save any questions, there will be a slight gap in sound from the rinks as we reposition our cameras, otherwise you end up receiving the commentary in Dalek for a short amount of time. So more for your benefit, and then we pop the ring sound back on, so you'll get a very slight gap. Can hear now Isaac calling up Farah's bowl. Decent bowl there. Good draw in there, finding that inside line. Touch over on the weight, but useful position.
Yeah, very good home from Farah. Holding shot as well, so counting, but if Australia do manage to do something, draw really close, there's still that little trail around the corner.
Come on, up. Wide, mate. Get around. Good shot. Wide.
Good shots, mate.
Well, that's unlucky playing in one of the opposition bowls. Had to try it down that line
Two
though.
balls behind.
Just got it slightly
I
wide.
think the perfect shot is you just play it onto mine. You turn mine another couple of
Maybe
rolls.
it's slightly
and stay
heavy.
there.
Bit less weight would have
Please.
come down inside that. Tickle back to Farah's last bowl.
Just seen Eddie, the coach from Malaysia, peer into the commentary hutch.
Hooking under that, you're pretty close. Hooking under. Razor, you're really close here. Rip hard, Ray. What a shot. Razor! Brilliant. Game 3, mate. Really good.
Sat on the one that was pushed up.
Yep.
So double blow for Isaac.
Still a little bit wide on that line, I think.
You're a bowl behind. We're
It
still
was good for
holding
the dead draw
3.
that time.
I reckon, like, we go the T now.
I was just going to say, I wonder if Malaysia with the next bowl drive through it, and I
Or
think
you can draw another.
Sammy's just suggested that they cover the tee there. So respot position in this championships is back to the centre tee, so not using the side respots here for the World Bowls
You
Indoor
don't want to flop
Championships.
that. But if you get to that, even if you
They're
get
holding.
to there, it's pretty good.
Well, they feel that that's the most risk. There is a lot of room to get in towards the tee, but you feel there's most chance of it moving
A
a
mile
long way.
away. Hurry. Razor, hurry! You're close, mate. Hurry! Razor!
Well,
What a
what-
shot!
he's
Flopping
played
you
what was
count.
called.
Flop you count. You always flop. Razor! Good ball.
Sammy's saying Razor's bowls always fall over, and this one won't.
No, it's done well enough though. Split the
Didn't flop,
two
mate.
blue bowls.
Yeah, he's, that's what was called. You can't do any better than that.
Free.
It'll be interesting. Isaac does play a good weighted shot. Will he stick on that draw? He's missed it a couple of times, but you always have confidence you're going to get it. He pinched it a bit.
Yeah, I think easy to do after playing two wide bowls, but
Well, that's made sure of the fourth as well.
4 now, mate.
So
Yeah.
he's got the worst on his first bowl playing Sammy in. Razor just stopped on it as well, so that kept Razor's in. Then he just made sure of another one. So he's been a bit unlucky, but made that much worse for himself all the way through that end.
You tied up. Razor. You're gonna rip on a mine. Okay.
yeah, big count coming up here for Australia.
Yeah. 4. 4, mate.
Four shots declared, so scoreline now after 3 ends is 5-1 to Australia, so leading by 4 shots. And just checking in on the other rink as well, England have picked up some shots, so they now lead 5-1 after 3 ends. So actually same scoreline on both rinks there, the away teams leading by 4 shots. And by away I mean blue. Of course, you red and blue stickers. Just used to commentate on the home and away a lot. So Australia getting hold of the jack and playing it short. Sammy's played that to a legal length this time, so they'll get to hang on to it. So big change in jack length and weight there for both players. So do you see them adjusting to that?
Yeah, that's the thing about an away carpet. Wherever you go, the speeds are all different. Once you settle on a length, you find it, but it's that adjustment, especially between near full length and near minimum.
Wow, Sammy's adjusted. Perfect bowl there, just sitting behind the jack. Farah adjusted very well there as well. Just going to caught a bit more of the wood.
Yeah, ever so slightly over, but still a really good try.
So Isaac's playing the more difficult forehand bowl there. Certainly more difficult following Razor's last wood. Just needs to get around that front stuff, which he has done. Oh, brilliant effort. Another receiving bowl though, waiting for that jack to move back.
Yeah, he does use a narrower wood, so I think Razor's one just in front isn't troubling him so much. He's seen he got inside that by enough.
That might trouble him though. I don't know. I think he probably does. I think that probably is in the way.
Yeah, that would be.
Still got an option on the backhand, just drawing into the bowl. Might get some contact on the jack to squeeze it. Oh, opting for the weight. You have to be hoping for really good contact there on the front bowls to send them into their head. Maybe looking to clear Razors too.
There was a small gap to come through, small channel, but really small.
Certainly a bigger gap and channel now though for this next bowl.
One each to play. And when it's mixed up at the back, there doesn't seem a lot of merit there. He's only got those three just behind to the right. I know it's always good to pick up a score, but struggling to see it's actually on.
Yeah, I mean, he could be hoping his shot would clean, whether those two of Malaysia's that are just behind are closer than Razor Australia's front two. Perhaps any little touch on the jack as he comes through to the bowl might get him more shots. Depends if he's more confident playing that, perhaps looking at the short jack length here.
persevering with that.
He's not far away from it. Yeah, just catches one of the front bowls again. Don't think he turned Razor's bowl up enough to make it 2 down, but the looks like the tape's coming out there, possibly. But players, of course, entitled to measure before calling the umpire on. Seen a lot of measuring by players in this championship. It seems like people are quite keen to do it themselves, confident in their measuring skills. Yeah, so 2 shots there. I think Isaac did just push up Razor's bowl. He's had a with that this end and his luck last end. Things haven't really gone his way, despite him. You know, I know he was slightly tight there, but unlucky to catch that bowl for Australia to get another shot. Score on the other match is also developing. Another shot going the way of Canada, England. So they're currently leading 7-1 after 5 ends. Just 2 ends left to play in that match of this of their first set. So Canada's going to have to be looking for some big counts. And if you want to watch that Canada-England game, it's available on the Guernsey Under Bowling YouTube channel. So do go and check that out if you're interested in either of those teams. No commentary on that one, but you have similar cameras to what we're seeing here. So you can see the heads and keep track of that match. To, of course, have 4 single semi-finals in the next session. Can only provide live stream coverage of 2 of them, so the other 2 will be available on the live scoring on the Guernsey Under Bowling or World Bowls websites. But here we're able to do live streams of both matches, one with commentary and one without. Australia have kept to the short jack length, seemed to work well for them last end with Sammy finding it with her 3rd bowl, so see if that pays dividends again.
Rather see there,
Well, it seems as though Farah's found the shorter jack length first this time. Trying a good shot bowl there. So interestingly, scoreline in both games is 7-1. The Canada-England game an end ahead of this game here, but both blue teams leading by 6 shots at the moment. So England leads Canada by 6 shots. Australia leading Malaysia here by 6 shots. So a little bit for the red teams to do.
Yeah, slightly, I won't say easy, more easy, but slightly less difficult task for Malaysia. We've got 3 ends to get their 6. Over on ring 5, Canada have got 2 ends to get their 6 shots, or more if they want to win the set. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Malaysia will know here that they need to win this end, and it's been a very good lead out by Farah with 3 shots.
Billy, not far away, Red.
At the moment. It's of course a Saturday morning here in Guernsey, so the tap dance school has opened above our heads again.
So I'm not sure if that's coming through on the mic in here.
Cease, Ray. Rip and cease. Rip onto that. Rip onto it. Tough one out.
Well, cut out the last one, so probably still 3.
Come on.
Or pass was that Linda? What's up?
Do you want to know, or do you want to just drop?
Yeah, have a look.
Another cracking bowl by Isaac.
3. Still only 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think he's probably forced Australia into playing that bowl, moving the jack.
Be yours for second. You literally flopping off yours to get second.
To be fair, it's probably in their favour. They've got the back bowls there from Sammy.
Get it, mate.
Yeah, I think Isaac was slightly unfortunate as well because he just dragged it away from the front one. So still 3, but a much better 3 for himself.
Raise up. Raise up.
Well, he's got around those. Not far away at all. Looking to draw it off.
Brilliant, mate. Really
Good effort there.
Certainly cut down.
Oh, he did play the more difficult shot and almost paid off for him.
Yeah, tried it really well, but
Awesome shot, right?
with these slightly tighter bowls, it was always really difficult to get around that shorter one and play enough weight to move it. So on to Malaysia. They've scored as required.
Yeah, so now 5 shots behind. 2 ends to go. Certainly giving them a chance in the set. Malaysia, of course, playing that longer jack. Australia are sending up shorter ones.
That's how we play at home, isn't
Huh?
it? We play sets when you get to the semi.
Semi, first one.
Both players will have to adjust this big change in length, so we'll see that battle again as to who adjusts more quickly.
Come on. Baik. Panjang marah. Nampak macam kurang sikit. Come on, tarik Farah. Tarik. Come on. Sikit Farah.
Seems to like it, so Farah might have won that with the lead in terms of who can adjust more quickly. He has done there, great forward.
Excellent bowl. Gives Sammy a slight look at the jack. She can still see it, but still a good tight one to be beaten.
Good fight, Sammy. Good shot. Good shot. Sama Farah. Sini lagi.
Excellent reply. Canada have also just kept themselves in the set.
Yeah, they've picked up 2 shots on the 6th end, so scoreline in that one is now 7-3. Need to find a 4 to draw or a 5 to win the set as Canada. If you want to watch that match between Canada and England, that's available on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube channel. No commentary on that one, but you get all the camera angles and the rink noise.
Good shots. Good shots, man.
Really good for that one, Sammy. Couple of feet through. Couple of good supporting bowls there that Razor can now make use of. Great to see people tuning in from all over the world for this live stream. Really pleased we can bring you this coverage of the World Bowls Indoor Championships from the, fair to say, tiny island of Guernsey off the coast of France. An island of 60,000 people.
Get it, Razor.
Fit inside a major sports stadium in most countries.
Yes. Well, I went to the Commonwealth Games in Melbourne 2006, a few years ago.
Hurry now.
Capacity was 100,000.
Hurry now.
So,
Razor! All you got! Hurry!
Yep.
Hurry up!
definitely would have fitted inside.
Real close, 3 seconds, mate.
Been a big event for the island. Seen lots of support from local media, local public coming down to watch, volunteering to help with the event, and hosting of an opening ceremony for the competition. So really good atmosphere here on the island for the World Bowls Indoor Championships.
And well, you mentioned the media, so Taylor Bruce was on the local station, and she was very complimentary. She was impressed to see school children coming down to watch to see how we were getting on, but also the surface, said it was possibly the best surface she's ever played on, so very complimentary.
Add 2 feet, mate. Trail the jack. Contact on yours is good.
Shame it's so many hours flight for her to come and practice here.
2 days travel for a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a commute.
Razor, pretty close. Razor.
Come on,
Razor! Hold to the jack!
Awesome, I liked it.
Yeah, mate.
Shot
Probably.
wood.
Probably.
Excellent bowl.
Brilliant.
Excellent bowl. made one, but Sammy 2 are just behind, so not very easy for Isaac.
Yes.
So forcing a shot out of Isaac here, playing weight down on the backhand. Driving for the shot bowl, I believe. He's just got under the line again. Found the gap and gone through clean.
Yeah, well, he had the tee, so didn't matter if he killed it. But if he was after the kill, wondered if he would have used a little bit more weight. That was enough to kill it.
Yeah, I think so. If any of those 2 bowls that are just short of the shot wood there, I think he'd have got the kill. Certainly a brilliant effort.
So is Razor going to try and dead draw it, or is he going to just make sure he's there? Dead draw it obviously is what he's just done. But anything there, if he moves that jack, makes 3 or 4, and that's the set gone.
Hurry some more! Could work.
One goal, another one just good.
Same, like,
Go back, yeah, maybe not.
one. Okay.
So Australia getting 2 shots there. That brings the scoreline for the first set to 9-2. So 7 shot gap, too much for Malaysia to make up on this last end, being 3 ball pairs, so only 6 shot maximum. So Australia there winning the first set 9-2, and they'll now start the second set as winners of the first. Back to that shorter jack length there for Australia. Sammy's found it well to start. And the first set is also concluded on the England-Canada match. So England winning that first set 8-3. And they're now on to their second set as well. So live scores from both of those can be found on the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling websites. And a live stream of the England-Canada match can be seen on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube.
Yep.
Good response there from Farah. Drawn shot wood out of it.
Should be better there. Just over the draw. Back in, please. Yeah.
Top bowls there from both the leads.
Draw ni pada. Sikit baik. Draw. Kaki belakang baik. Yep. Yep, try. Baik.
A good effort there, close bowl, certainly on the head and useful later on in the end. Haven't seen that many wasted bowls from these leads, playing up around the head just through, so made it really interesting when the skips come to bowl. bit more aggressive here from Sammy, looking for contact. Made good contact with her bowl. Shot wood, possibly. Well, probably just the one, I think, but certainly made shot wood.
Played it well. With hers just running, settling just behind maximum result as well. So good bowl, really good result.
Right, Vera. Pull. Pull, Vera. Pull. Come on. Hurry. Hurry. Up. Try. Alright.
I think Isaac's been listening to the Scottish team there with his hurry.
Yeah.
Gives it a little bit of the accent as well. I quite like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so most of the language is in native language, and then all of a sudden a few English words put in. Shows just how bowls translates around the world. Certain words mean the same everywhere.
Oh, am I right? Play mine, you close. Yeah, raise up, brilliant. What a shot. Really good. Diving just loaded up here. It's like that weight coming around here.
So I think Sammy's clearly identified where she reckons the jack's going to spring out if Isaac hits it. Wanting Razor to play to her foot there. You can see from that useful angle in the top left corner her just pointing out there. It's alright, caught the front bowl a little bit, but entered in a good enough position. Certainly adds more jeopardy to Malaysia's shot. Played it strongly again. Oh, he's got unlucky again. Splitting the two of Farah's bowls out the head and leaving Australia with a decent count. Just going to bring you a little zoomed in shot there to show that actually Malaysia only have that dark blue bowl of Farah's there at the top right of the head as you see it here. Sammy just jumping around to see if she reckons any of those others are in. 4 shots she reckons. 5 could be.
So over on the other rink, England have taken that first set. They've marked it up.
Brilliant.
They are measuring for how many, but it's definitely
good.
England taking the first set.
This is the first end, I believe, of the second set, so we'll have to see what the scoreline is after that one.
Awesome, right?
So, big decision time here for Malaysia. Do they play with weight again, looking to clear some shots out of the head, or get the jack clean back to their woods? Or is it a draw? Cut out all those 3 bowls that are just around the head there and go maybe 1 or 2 down.
Cut out the strays, yeah.
I think you've got to. It's very early in the set. You don't want to be going straight off in the second set, dropping a 4 or 5. That really damages momentum. If you're just dropping a 2, certainly makes it much more recoverable.
I suppose it's all in his confidence. If he's confident he can get the jack or hit the one by it, which will kill it, and that would certainly reduce it. Feels more sensible for the draw though.
Yeah, playing the draw there. He's under the line though. It does cut away fairly quickly on this rink if you're tight. And he's going across.
5.
See by the body language he's a bit disappointed with that one, but
5.
5 shots. So first end to Australia, 5-0 lead after the first end. Again, Malaysia's luck just not falling with them.
Yeah, I mean it was a dangerous shot, but still slightly unlucky to take his own without moving some Australian ones out the way.
As predicted, another short jack there from Australia. So pressure's on the leads here, I think, in the second set, given the initial scoreline of 5-0. Farah's done well there to get a shot in. Needs to try and basically win the match against Sammy from the leads perspective to give Isaac the best chance of recovering a number of shots here. Yeah, 2 good woods.
Yeah, even when Farah hasn't nailed it, she's still been in the target area most of the time.
Raise up. What you got? Hurry, Ray. Hurry. Second shot, mate. Brilliant. Oh, might be shot. What a bowl.
Yeah, good initial bowl there from Razor. Cuts out Farah's 2 straight away.
He's certainly played some important bowls.
Nice to see all the support online for both teams. Lots of support out there for both countries, both big into their bowls. So actually lots of support all week for both nations that are playing here.
Yeah, I think it's the first championships where there's been a streaming match all day, every day. Normally we just get a few games at the finals, so
Yeah, I don't think possibly this stage would be shown, maybe. This is with semi-finals and finals, but we've been pleased to provide coverage all week of the group matches as well, which I think has shown a lot of the other countries, 30 countries of course, competing here this week. A lot wouldn't get coverage because they haven't made it through the group stages or quarterfinals, so really pleased we could have done that all week.
yeah, it's certainly been well received, so thanks for tuning in.
Okay. Ball in the head, scoop. First and fourth.
So Sammy said first and fourth that Razor's got there, so does mean Malaysia got 2 seconds.
Danger is if he looks to sit the wood out, he might get the wrong angle and the jack ends up moving back to the two of Sammy's that are at the bottom left of the head there. Playing it on the forehand though. Got the jack. Got... Oh, I did wonder if you get an unlucky bounce there, and
Less than a centimetre off mine.
His own then fell over, so
yeah, Sammy's saying it's a centimetre off of her bowl.
But I think our danger is, like, if they tip the ball or trail the jack, he is kind of free to go. If you were to get there, that'd be like third and covering. Four. 4 feet. 4 feet.
So Malaysia having a bunch of seconds there. So Sammy's asking Razor just to draw back to her foot and put a supporting bowl in. Second wood, well, sort of third wood, so that if Isaac does play that same running bowl on the forehand and Sammy's shot wood leaves the head, they've got something else there to keep the score down.
That's a match.
Well, they could both go. Played it again. I don't know if he's pinched it a little tight. Yeah, just caught the front bowls. But Malaysia give themselves the chance they needed there to score some shots potentially. However, 1 to Australia, so lead of 6-0 after 2 ends. Another great ball there from Sammy, back toucher. Just brings the jack forward a little, but Awesome bowl. Australia just need to concentrate on, drawing ones or twos. They have no pressure to make up lots of shots. That's all with Malaysia.
No, just keep everything tight.
So there are plenty of people in the Guernsey Indoor Bowl Stadium at the moment. We have a lovely viewing gallery upstairs which overlooks the rinks and gives you a similar view to these camera angles. So lots of people opt to fill up the balcony area first before then coming down to occupy the side seats that you can see at the side of the rink there. Lower area typically used by coaches and other players, but I can hear the hubbub of spectators around, so plenty of people in. Still early on a Saturday morning, only 9:45. Sure we'll see a lot more people for the final matches later this afternoon.
Yeah, it was standing room only yesterday up there.
Yeah, plenty of complaints that people couldn't get on the balcony, had to go down the sides. So if anybody in Guernsey is watching and wants to come down to the Indoor Bowl Stadium, it's free entry for this event. World-class bowls on offer. Plenty of seating, as you can see. Certainly looking to fill it up for the final matches later today. Should be a good atmosphere going here. Players have all actually been down, those that have been knocked out, supporting the event as it's continued, which has been really nice to see. Lots of friends made during these championships.
Yeah, that's the thing about the bowling community. You go to any club around the world, you know the. So if you've been to these events, you know the internationals, but any club, you'll be made to feel welcome.
Really good, mate.
Good ball there from Razor. 2 shots currently to Australia. Played it strongly. Removed one of the bowls.
Mate, you put it back. Where's yours gone?
One in 4.
Yeah.
So Razor asking, has he got 1 and 4? And somebody said, yep.
It's all good, mate. That's okay.
Well, that's not what he intended, but that will cause Farah some issues.
And how's that?
Oh, how is that?
Yeah, might opt to play a bit more weight now down underneath. Let's just bring Jack out for a kill. That's what he's playing for, but just undergreened it.
One down on the tee. I think we need a second, third, whatever.
Yeah, sensible call. I can only, if Sammy said 1 down on the tee, prepared to accept 1 down on the tee, going to drop more in the head. So Malaysia have 2 seconds. If somehow Isaac stays, that'll be 3. So much more important to get another one in the head.
And there it is. Good bowl by Razor. England-Canada match looking much tighter in the second set. Currently 1-1 after 2 ends. That's our other semi-final that's on. So the winners of each game here will play each other later this afternoon. And if you want to watch that Canada-England match, it's available on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube. There's cameras like these you can see covering the head. No commentary on that one though. But if you want to follow those 2 teams, please go and check it out.
Crowd appreciate a good bowl over on the other rink.
Oh, lots of weight in there from Isaac.
Shot, Ray.
He's made a mess. Don't know what the result is.
3.
Yeah, he's taken out 2 of his own.
3.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of a theme these last couple of ends. Just hasn't gone his way when he's tried it. Scoreline now 9-0 after 3 ends. Australia need to keep on it though. Need to keep putting bowls close, limit the number of shots Malaysia can score, and then just stifle them out of the set, really.
Yeah, they're just happy to play out the set, even if they drop ones all the way.
Yeah, Australia having won the first set, of course, so Malaysia need a win here. Australia could settle for a draw. I don't know what I'm saying. There's a big shot gap.
Do you need some extra fingers? You can't
I was
count that
rambling,
high.
but no end point to the rambling at that point. And just like that, very good opening bowl from Sammy. Sticks it on the jack. Instantly makes it difficult for Malaysia. Well, that's a brilliant response from Farrett. Sits the bowl just away very gently and sits in for shot bowl. A few to squeeze in there to make up the shot difference, but certainly doable. 4 ends left to play in this set, so they're looking for 2s at this point, and then 1 big count.
I don't really want you to crack an egg. Keep it there. Try and drop inside the last one. Drop inside the last one, you're there.
So mixed pairs final, which will be coming up later today, is due to start at 12:30 Guernsey time, which is the same as UK time, which is probably an easier reference for people. Although Guernsey time this week has been a little behind with the sessions running over, but I think we'll be fairly good on time today. So hopefully first ball going down at 12:30 for the mixed pairs final, which will be one of either of Malaysia and Australia or England and Canada. Really is good bowling from these leads. I mean, 5 of the 6 bowls there within 18 inches, possibly less.
Yeah, maybe 15 inches, yeah. Yeah, definitely the best head so far. I can hear all the joviality outside, Josh. I think they're having too much fun without us.
That sounds about right.
Or maybe that's why they're having the fun.
You can see Team New Zealand had just walked past, and Richard Bruce, manager there, just giving us a wave in the commentary hutch. Well, Isaac's trying to make something happen. Giving himself a bit more room there.
I think you're just like way back.
Those three of Sammy's bowls just staying around the head though, around the jack.
Yeah, that's why Sammy's calling for it behind. Isaac's giving himself another one behind the head, so does have that chance for a few behind.
Really good.
Yeah. Good call. Played it well.
Very good.
Actually, if you are interested in watching the finals this afternoon, then if you go and subscribe to the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube channel or World Bowls YouTube channel, then you'll be notified once those finals streams start. Close again from Isaac. Skirted around the front one. I think he was a bit tight there and ended up getting his own wood actually, and has just punched the jack through to 1 or 2 down, probably there now.
It's the problem when you're trying to force the game. You're trying to make shots and it's fine margins, and it's very difficult to get every single one, so you give some away, put yourself under even more pressure. Especially in limited ends. So the sets format, for example, not much to recover it.
Not a mile away. Ray, get round mine, you're close, mate. Just round mine. Oh. Good. Yeah, perfect weight for it.
Not a lot of options here for Isaac, I don't think.
No. If he reaches it on the forehand, he might land 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Sits those away, make 2 for himself. Oh, tiniest touch for Isaac. Moved him away. Might have lifted the back one enough.
So another shot there to Australia. Now 10-0 up after 4 ends. 3 ends left in this set.
It's interesting there. The ball was stood up. Players go to measure. It doesn't take much to rock it, to sit it down again. But that's where the umpire would always wedge it before they start measuring. Although just the fact Sammy approached the head, you know, there's nothing to say she did anything untoward. Just the fact she approached it and fell over. If an umpire did the same, might well have fallen over.
Sticking with the short jacks, I don't even think it's the short jacks that have been in Australia's benefit necessarily. It's just, I don't know, it's not entirely Isaac's luck, but he's certainly had an impact on the way that his balls have just connected with the heads, and now it's fallen for him.
I don't know. 1 metre.
Yeah, it's a risk though when you're playing those shots. If you get them, you look like a hero. If you don't, well, everyone says you've always played the wrong shot. Razor's drawn really well, and if you're drawing, if you miss, well, you still end up in the head. The runners, if you miss, you end up with nothing, or sometimes, as Isaac's done, giving shot away or more shots away.
Fight, Kenny. Brilliant, man.
Good ball there from Sammy. Found the jack. Nice toucher. Just doesn't let Malaysia get any real shots in there. Stifles them straight away.
Well played, Farah.
Yeah, and she's created room there for more shots from Malaysia to come in.
Wide, Sammy.
Good draw. Well, take a shot. Draw. Yeah, down the one. You think you come under that? Yeah. Even if you're hitting the jack, great. You didn't improve with that.
Well, she landed the wood as instructed. Good ball. Still tight in the Canada-England game. England only leading by 1 shot on the third end. Well, they've just concluded the fourth end there, having picked up another, so they're currently leading by 2 shots, 3-1. And there is a live stream of that match, which can be found on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube if you want to go and check that out. No commentary with that one though, but you can see the images and hear the rink noise for if you want to follow those teams.
Brilliant, mate.
Good effort there
Knock
from
away.
Razor, looking to drag the jack back and through. Bowl tighter, he'd have picked the jack up clean there and been holding 3 or 4. Brilliant draw from Isaac. Played a few running bowls to just see him swap back to the draw there so effortlessly, and draw on that close is brilliant.
Might encourage Razor to stick with that same weight rather than dead draw it.
Hurry. Hurry, Sal.
Yeah, certainly has the option of landing the bowls as well.
Hurry up.
No, he has tried to adjust and draw it. Didn't quite make though.
Good.
Can hear the tap down school has started up above us again. Naming that tune. Hopefully it's not affecting you too much through the audio.
Get him, mate.
Good weight for Isaac, but hits the land, drifted away.
3 down.
Yeah, I'm going to 30 shots to Carl. I might play a bit more positive.
Yeah?
Two out. I get the shot while and zip it back through.
Whatever you see, mate.
That's it. I'll go.
Yeah, so it sounds like Razor is just going to be there this time.
Yeah, mate, you get it. You get something, Razor.
Certainly played it more strongly.
Front through.
Well, maximum result with the short one.
Yeah, so a couple of bowls disappear towards the back of the green there. One of the Malaysian bowls, I think, travelling through, and then also a bowl from Australia went backwards. Just going to switch the camera around for you there, see what it looks like. Oh, plenty of room. Isaac should have the good draw here. Yeah, played that well. 3 shots to Malaysia. So, weighted bowl not working for Australia that time.
No, he maybe a bit fortunate to get a result in the first place by turning the short one onto the jack. But in the end, the result didn't go in his favour.
So, 7 shots in 2 ends. Certainly doable. Not out of the realm of 8 shots, of course, yes, because they can't afford a draw. Australia, of course, winning the first set. So they need 8 shots from 2 ends. So Malaysia, of course, opting for the longer jack. Played it a little way up the greens. A little way up the green.
Right, Sammy. Right start, mate. Right start.
Jangan shot marah. That's good. Right.
So good bowl, Farah. Responded well to Sammy drawing a decent bowl.
Yeah, I know. Keep building it up, mate. It's yours. You can get off
Sammy's
yours
is
too.
such as jack high though, so certainly restable.
All the way now. Come this far.
Not far away from it. Razor stood over the head there.
Right, Sammy.
So I can see where the bowl had gone, but it's green and grey, so it was the grey side up. I was like, well, that's that part of the blue bowl, but it's not. Drawn it between the blue bowl and the jack.
Yeah, do not adjust your sets. That's not interference. That's the colour of the bowl.
Yeah, you see it flash as it comes down the rink there. Not seen many multiple coloured sets of bowls here. Seen lots of different colours, but
Yeah,
a great number of.
Not so many.
Wanna push it?
If you overplay to the tee, it's fine. You're just trying to make this one. Good mate. You're funny.
One way.
Did try and do it upstairs.
There's a slight chance Isaac can move the shot would clean. Most chance it's going to move.
So the Canada-England game is levelled up. 3-3 after 5 ends. England, of course, winning the first set, so Canada needing to win this to force a tie-break.
No real change, mate. I think you're just beating mine for the line. First and third. Yeah, I think like here is a touch up.
You can hear Sammy explaining to Razor there. She reckons the best course of action is just looking to cut out the ability for Malaysia to make any sort of large shot count at this point.
Go through mine. Through mine.
Well,
Brilliant. Really good. Awesome.
yeah, sends Sammy up, which covers off another couple of shots. So good bowls there. And a running bowl again, looking to get Farah's front one to dislodge the shot, but I think a little tight.
Still got first and third. 2 balls behind. They can only, like, the best they can get is a 2-2. Pretty good. I mean, 1 on the tee. Yeah.
Another covering bowl from Razor here.
Hold around that. Mix that. Okay.
Here's a draw.
No damage.
Sorry, she was going towards the back where Sammy was. Malaysia just looking at their options. Probably isn't a bad idea to look to plant Farah's bowl that's just short of Sammy's shot would. Might get a little bit of movement on the jack. Stick around himself. Could be maximise 4 shots. We'll give him a chance at the set.
Really difficult shot, but he's got to roll the dice.
So I can hear some of the singles players arriving for the next session. We will of course have 4 sessions of singles on. So 2 sessions where you'll have live scoring available on the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling website, and then 2 live streamed matches. One of this on the rink with us with commentary and the other without. Isaac here sending down his bowl. Looks like it's got good weight with it. It's not far away.
Well, he hit his target, not quite thick enough.
Great game between both teams there. Brilliant semi-final for us to watch this morning. Win goes to Australia, so they'll be through to the final, which is at 12:30 this afternoon. You can of course catch the rest of the Canada-England match over on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube channel, where we've got coverage of that. So confirmation of the scoreline there. Another shot to Australia. So final score on that second set is 11-3.
So we'll sign off and we'll catch you after.